After 38 minutes, the boys have finally gone back to the main story quest.
Wow, right on schedule.
Nailed it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hi, Dia.
Sup?
How's the torture been going?
Oh, Flip, you're right.
Right on time.
Did we learn anything else from the criminals? Nah, for the moment, she said.
You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
Usually I would let that slide, but you skipped Dia's line!
No, I skipped the dialogue. Not dialogue. Yeah.
I wonder who has worse jokes,
We've known each
Daniel
other
or
for some
Cyno?
time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Okay.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility.
Cool.
Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Yep.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Aw.
Really? Thanks for that.
Oh, Cyno's here, and he's pretty early too.
Sup?
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
That's nice of you.
To help out? By doing what?
Paimon.
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh my goodness.
Did you teach her the thing about the bones?
Daniel!
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Yes.
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Do we want to see what's going on in there? I sure don't,
Are
personally.
they nothing but a lump of skin and
Come
muscle?
on, let's go inside.
I don't need to see what... No. Traveler, come on, man.
Open your eyes, brother.
No,
Peer inside.
just a lump of meat in the corner.
It's fine. They put an entire country at risk.
You're not wrong.
Ah, they're still standing.
Whoa, you look furious.
Uh-oh.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
You okay?
Tone.
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am.
What did you do to them? They look like children who, like, I don't know, got caught with their hands in the cookie jar.
She trapped their hands in the cookie jar.
Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Looks like Cyno taught her well.
She mastered it really quickly, too. Now she's just as terrifying as he is.
Great!
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling.
I'm gonna be honest, that's pretty much...
That's pretty common,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
that when it comes to terrorists, yeah.
The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
I mean, admittedly, I would be pissed too.
Mercy! Please have mercy!
Zaki, man, I had higher expectations of you.
I didn't.
You've made your bed.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war. And war serves no one.
Yeah.
The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
Wow. Okay.
We understand. We're sorry.
Oof.
I'll tell you everything I know. Please, just let us go.
I'm listening.
Not promising.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about the Scarlet King's resurrection. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in the Scarlet King's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
You
They're
fell
called
for
Village
that?
Keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process.
Man, I hate all these guys. They're the worst kinds of cowards. Where are the village keepers now?
I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh? One what?
1 out of 3?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
You know what? That's a very efficient way to get the straight answers.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
It was all his fault.
2.
Oh, snap.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there.
Okay. There we go. That was a bit more.
You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
Yeah, these guys. Kill them first.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
Oh, right. He can read lies. Okay, yeah.
Do you have any idea who that mystery person may be?
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself the Scarlet King's envoy.
Sounds more like a fatui.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Oh?
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
Oh, I guess that was number 3.
Smooth.
Okay, they are alive.
Okay, speak.
Cool.
Are they?
I
If
think.
my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the academia.
Oh, smart.
Some time ago, people from the academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community.
Aw, that's nice.
It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Ah,
What do they
okay.
need them for?
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the academia again.
Sumerasidi, Sotry also mentioned the King Deshret's resurrection is just the academia's misinformation campaign.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village keepers?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars. Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
Indeed. Let's get
right.
him.
Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
I guess we'll leave burying them to you.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
Oh boy. Well, Daniel!
What?
You did that on purpose.
Did what?
What scheme is the Academia brewing now?
Who knows? They're crazy. Hello there.
You look worried. Thinking about the village keepers?
Yes. I'd look for them myself if I could. As members of our village, each one of them is very important to me.
Oh, that's nice.
You have a strong sense of belonging here. I guess I'm the opposite. Mercs are stray dogs, wherever they go.
Oh,
Your eyes are kind of similar. You two sisters. Nah.
I kind of thought the same thing, but no, they are different.
Dia, don't say that. You can be a part of this community too.
Oh,
Thanks. I'll let you know when I feel like joining.
I just hope everyone's all right.
yeah, me too, man. Me too.
Well, let's go.
Oh boy. Please don't die, all you village keepers. Oh, hey dude.
Low text tree.
Put food in us and then we'll... Whoa! Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages, and now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway?
Where have you been?
Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Ouch.
Wow.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname!
That won't stop you.
Never mind. Paimon's got nothing.
Wow.
Abs? Wait, no. That's,
Headphones?
yeah, I got him.
Yeah.
Unless those are hearing aids, then,
Green boy?
then, weird. No, those are kind of cool.
Dale, we're failing at this. We should probably just, move on from this.
That's all I'm saying. It's something.
Flippy hair?
Yeah, I got him.
There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Multi-eyed color.
What? I was about to say he has 2 eyes, Daniel. That's pretty normal.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate.
Well, clearly you did not.
Where the freak were you?
Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yep.
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere. Enough with the silent treatment!
Maybe he's giving us time to think.
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
All Hatham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choices.
That is true.
Yeah, you're all talk.
Ooh, okay.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Well, that's cool. What was it?
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
Show us.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts.
Never mind.
I suddenly don't like you.
Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
I mean, admittedly, he has no reason to trust us either, so I can't blame him for being secretive. And he's...
Right here in the village?
Technically, Cyno was a part of the academia until,
Correct.
like, recently, so...
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
Huh?
What does that mean?
Oh, the girl?
How do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
Not really.
You mean some of them lied to us?
Yeah, probably the girl he's talking about.
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons.
Okay.
I mean, hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. What if they did just not tell us the truth?
Then they hid it,
Then they hid the truth,
which is
which is basically lying. Hiding the truth versus lying is just saying that it's another fancy way of, it's lying, but doesn't sound as bad.
yes.
You just didn't want to hurt anyone or anything.
Unless you just said nothing, then yeah, I guess you didn't do anything. If
Remember
they said
what
nothing.
Candace said? Most people in Aru village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them.
No, yet they have a Dendro Archon statue, but I'm going to choose to ignore that for now.
By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village.
No, not really. It's just more of the game moved us along, but okay. So you're saying that we can find new info from speaking to someone we've already spoken to?
Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact,
Whoa,
she's been
no
observing
way.
your every move since you arrived.
It's the girl!
It's the girl that was acting sus. Oh, wait a minute.
The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Were we supposed to be shocked that she was hiding something?
Maybe? I don't know, actually. I
Don't
genuinely
change the
don't.
subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Cyno's authority and strength.
Right.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars.
Why
She corrected
did you
herself
change?
mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
Oh, okay, so that's why she did that. Okay.
Ah, so she's a coward.
Harsh, but not wrong.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
So she did see it, so she was just saying that, like, hey, I saw nothing.
I saw nothing. I see nothing. I hear nothing. I walk out of the room.
I will sacrifice the safety and lives of others to keep my own life going peacefully.
Remember?
Yeah.
She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
That's nice that you tossed their lives to the streets, then.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
She's right behind you.
I'll pass on this one.
Oh, never mind.
You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
Huh.
We're on it.
You know, Cyno really is a bro.
What a nice guy.
Genuinely. Seriously, if he comes back around, I think I'm definitely pulling for him. I really want to use him in Nahida. That would
Miss
be...
Shawnee,
Ugh.
as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want.
What is our stance?
Go on. Earn her trust.
I can
To
only...
be honest, I kind of just smashed the door down, but
Hey,
okay.
Our
Is it
stance
really
is to
that
help them,
simple?
right?
May I call you Traveler?
Sure thing. Daniel actually
Sure
prefers that.
thing.
Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something.
Sure.
Do you think the resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better?
No,
Why's that?
because he sucks and he's dead. Oh, it will only result in conflict or something.
That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations.
Is that why you lied?
Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this.
I noticed.
Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
I mean,
I guess it's up to you.
yeah.
Can't promise anything, but I'll do the best I can.
Yes.
I mean, it's not like we could suddenly shift the entirety of this country in a better direction.
No, it's good.
That's more up to the people to do.
And Nahida also.
And Nahida, but,
Yeah.
you know.
Stop trying to kill each other.
We came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation. But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
Yep. Man, that's a very ominous thing.
Yeah,
Realize
the
it's-
pyramid?
It's sucking in sand.
Yes, it is.
Is it sucking in sand? I thought it would be like more billowing it out.
Nope, that is definitely sucking in sand.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Oh, so if everyone died, it would have been fully on your hands?
Yeah.
Al-Haytham told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru.
Wait, what? Only one side of your family is desert folk. So doesn't that mean that you can go to either place?
Can't you go visit your other family?
Considering you're from both sides, that means you belong everywhere? Okay.
Or is this that stupid nonsense of, oh, you're from that side, I hate you, but oh, the other side's like, oh, you're from that side, I hate you as well. That's stupid.
Screw their opinions. Be free. Or
Some
something.
believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in the Scarlet King. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Oh my gosh, just live your life.
Okay, make it easier. One of them is dead, and the other one is dead. Oh!
Follow Nahida, I guess.
Hey, look, one of them is alive.
Well, it's
being
new.
tortured.
There's a new one.
There's a new one.
New Dendro Archon.
Hey, go help her out.
She's kind of trapped
Instead
at the
of
moment.
following dead people.
That's just words to live by. Don't follow dead people. Just right there.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Most idiots do.
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives.
I love your just genuine response in that last thing.
What am I supposed to
You
say?
had no reserves on that. You were just like, oh yeah, those idiots. It's like
Those idiots. You come
Yeah.
from that bloodline, I hate you.
oh my gosh, those
Just want
are
to shove bread in their mouths until they can finally stop talking and actually realize how stupid they sound.
shockingly, that wouldn't be a lot of bread, admittedly.
I'm gonna pour yeast into them until it infuses with their blood.
What?
Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace.
Nice, but you shouldn't sacrifice the lives of innocent people for that.
And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone.
Yep, that's
until
pretty
now.
Yeah, that's
pretty low. But it's
pretty
I'm
low.
glad you said something.
I'm glad you now chose to say something, but if you never did, I would have judged you for it.
You can tell them. I'm sure he'll keep your secret.
All right. I'll tell you what I told Al-Haytham.
Or Alhaitham could have just told us.
I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
Jeez, that sounds uncomfortable.
There are ghosts?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion.
What the heck?
It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often, and when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
What?
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night.
And is no one concerned about this? There's just people crying out every night.
Or person. There's either people or one
because
person
we're in the
at
middle of
least
a
crying.
desert, you would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
Can you make out where the sound is coming from?
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
This is
Then that would be a location and something around. Never mind.
this is quickly becoming a horror game.
I think they used to use it for treating Eleazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
We need to check that hospital.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, there's nothing around here. Oh, except for that one building that no one uses anymore. Yeah, but surely it's not there. Maybe it's in the middle of the desert, where there's nothing.
Well,
I'm getting slowly fed up with so many of these people.
it's okay, Dale. Just hold out. You got this.
But I'm fine. I'm fine.
Butterfly!
Just look at the pretty sand. Look how pretty it is.
I can only assume that the triangle boss will be at the pyramid, right?
I would only assume.
Okay.
There's a lot of zone here, though.
That is a lot of desert. Oh! Sand ferret!
Can I don't want to attack it.
No, you'll boop it and it'll die.
Just poofing the-
I'm just gonna be sad. Then Daniel, don't. Picture! Oh!
Kerchunk. Oh, that's pretty.
This is scary.
I feel like a Diablo's gonna crash out of the wall at us.
Oh, Diablos?
Yeah.
Monster Hunter.
I just realized the DLC is out.
Yeah, the second wave of DLC from Monster Hunter Sunbreak is now out.
Did you just break your instrument? You know how much of a waste that is? I'm gonna destroy you first just for that.
Oh, Daniel's angry.
Sorry. Dealing with that last lady.
At least she made up for it, I will say. She did redeem herself, but definitely, yeah, you can't let your fear force you to make the wrong choices. And by force you, I mean that seemed painful.
That just hurt to look at.
Yeah, but yeah, never let fear
Is this the place?
cause you to make the wrong choice.
Terrible shape. And there's sand everywhere.
Empty and for.
Haley Charles!
Watch out!
You gotta love how the dialogue interrupts itself. Dang, man. It's great. Boop. Sorry about this. Just gonna toast you and do that and roll that and heals and everyone died except him. But he wasn't on the ground, so he doesn't count. Now he counts. Oh, a Hu Tao skill just for you. Oh,
Speaking of needing that.
hey look! Perfect time to drop a planet.
Oh yeah. That's not planet. So, that's not planet. You can't fool me. I know astrology. I know a planet when I see one.
Astrology?
Nope.
Well, you know, that's actually a great question. Does the study of the stars also contain planets? Because, you know, a lot of the stars in the sky actually are planets. How is that categorized? Like, What's the difference?
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected.
What's the difference between a star and a planet? And then a moon. 'Cause there's also moons.
I mean, a star is usually
Okay, I meant in the astrology, like,
probably
way of thinking
the
about
same
it.
thing.
It's probably the same thing, right? Like
probably
the study of the stars. Because usually it's just what you can see with your eyes or a telescope.
It's also the study of space.
That's true. That's true. That is weird that we kind of clump all that stuff into, like, one word. Why? English. Why?
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
You're so confusing.
Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky?
No, it's
Or,
late game.
You know, something like that.
Not yet, Paimon, not yet. What are these strange things? They could mean anything. I think it may require
A dendro character.
fire.
Look, super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
Can he just slap it for us so I don't have to do it?
This is the one.
Wait!
It's literally the only one.
Dendro powers activate!
Oh my goodness, he can do it too? Whoa!
He didn't use a skill.
I do.
He just touched it.
Let's go in and take a look.
Paimon, why are you shocked? We've done that like 1,000 times.
Maybe she was shocked that it worked.
Why?
I don't know. I just thought about saying that.
Oh, hey, Thumb. We haven't found Squat. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn.
Ooh, explosives.
Until then, I'm taking a break.
What?
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Paimon. I would do the same.
What are you reading? Let Paimon see.
Guys.
Okay, sure.
Huh? The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences, every entity displays the tendency to follow its natural trajectory?
Yep.
So, you got that?
So, physics.
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya.
Oh, okay.
How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this.
Well, it
Paimon.
wouldn't kill you to read a book once in a while either.
Hey, Paimon's your Teyvat travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already.
Yep.
And anyway, is that Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated?
Okay. Paimon's the best.
What the heck? Oh, time passed?
Time.
Oh. Okay.
Time waits for no man.
Paimon's getting so sleepy.
Why didn't you take a nap?
Oh, hey, look, there's crying.
Huh? What was that sound?
No.
There it is.
Stop.
Yes.
No. No. No, we are not doing
Yes.
a horror game in
Coming from
Genshin.
that direction.
No. No, let's go back to
Is the sound
town.
coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
Guys.
Or maybe an obvious floorboard.
Guys. No. How did you miss this?
It's from below.
Well, no. Never mind.
No dip, Sherlock. There's a big trap door on the ground. I wonder how we missed this.
But there's no way we can get down there.
What?
It is
What?
a plank of wood on top of it. You
Paimon,
just pick it up.
We've defeated a
Something is
dragon.
off about the interior here.
Just pick it up.
Yep, you just picked it up. He did it.
It wasn't even nailed down or anything. You guys didn't even bother shoving it. No one tripped on it coming in.
What
Sand
the
walls.
What the
See,
frick?
this is more understandable to get stuck at.
As I thought. there's a hidden structure.
As I thought, says the guy that missed an obvious freaking trapdoor on the ground. Do you know?
Are you okay, Daniel?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one.
Or maybe it never was a hospital, Paimon.
Maybe it's a lab.
Maybe it's a secret lab.
Oh,
What are those
no.
things growing out of the ground?
Those are
Well,
mushrooms.
looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
Interesting. Very interesting.
How did...
Oh, okay. We'll come back for that, I guess.
Ancient key.
So, wait. Investigate the elemental monuments around the hospitals.
Oh, for goodness sake.
You're gonna have to use a Dendro character.
Great.
I guess just drop someone over Zhongli or something.
Oh, yeah. I'm not really using him at the moment.
You're wanting to
world.
drop the shield anyway, so.
Actually, yeah, I actually could put someone... Oh. Well, thank you. I could... Alright.
This game, it loves the humble.
Loose sand.
Wait,
You want me to have wind. That's cool. Like in Luigi's Mansion. But also slightly inconvenient.
well, in Luigi's Mansion, you had freaking a vacuum cleaner.
All I have is super...
Dude, I want to play that game again. I want to play Luigi's Mansion 3.
Such a good game.
That was
The only downside about that game is the fact of how freaking short it was.
honestly. Holy
That's the
cow.
only bad thing about it.
What a great game. That was just fantastic. Propagate. I'm pretty sure that means reproduce.
Oh wow, look at all the...
Ba-boom! How the freak? What did you just... Was that the Mona thing? Oh.
I have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, we weren't dodging. I forgot about
How much
that.
damage does Burning do? That is so cute.
It just knocked itself out. What the heck?
So does like... That just like continuously make stuff bloom? It does! That's cute. That hurts me too.
Wait, what? No way. Wait, was that the fire on the ground? It had to have been the fire on the ground.
From what?
The non-existent grass that was there. Oh, flip. You know, maybe we should run shields until we have like a fully built
What?
Nahida. I don't know. Shouldn't these mushrooms just be built-in dendro? I feel like they should. Oh,
That's
flip.
so much super armor. You rude little dude.
Shadows of fate.
Oh. What?
Let me scribe. Gotcha.
Okay, now try to use Hutao. Do it again. Oh, you didn't want to...
Those things just explode and hurt everyone?
They shouldn't be doing damage to you. I don't know what's the freak... There's no way that's actually doing damage to you. That's the whole point of the build. A lot of people run that stuff and don't die.
What is happening? Why am I taking damage from that exploding? Because I saw it dealing dendro damage to me. Why is that locked?
Apparently you have to kill something. Well, hey guys.
What is that?
Quietly now.
Jeez. Okay, that could have went really bad. You know, if you want a really solid character to put in your Hutao team, Daniel, Kazuha would not be a bad character.
Remind me?
Wind Samurai.
I don't have him.
No, I know. I was just in the future.
Then don't say, oh, you should put him in your team.
I
don't have him to put into my team.
I meant it more as a future prospect.
Like, oh yes, let me hear who
I
I,
will
should
do
put
as
in
you
my
command.
team. Oh wait, I cannot, because they don't exist.
They exist. You just didn't pull for them.
I'll put her in my team for now.
Oh yeah, go for the melt. Yeah.
Might as well. Artifacts. What do I have on you?
We're not gonna talk about this.
Actually, I think I replaced some artifacts that I think she had on someone else.
Yeah, you should be running, I actually don't know what you should run on this girl. You could probably run, the support one, which, what is the support set in this game? I just know it off the top of my head, but I don't know the name. The one that increases your, like, burst.
Yeah,
by
her
using
basic
your
attacks are still pretty weird, though. Alright.
Do you remember what your ability does? Like, which one increases your auto attacks and which increases your charge attacks and stuff?
Unleash!
I think this increases... Yeah, that's my basics.
Oh yeah, speed or something?
Yeah.
And then hold down is the charge attack one, I'm guessing.
Take your true form!
Which is... something like that.
I
I think...
read what you guys. Press. Elemental skill and burst damage increased by 15%. Hold. Normal and charge attacks damage. Okay, no.
So both are great.
Yeah.
So hold first, then skill, then you press. To get the optimal stuff.
Patient. Abbas. Male. 23 years old. Mole on left side of forehead and left hand, while his condition remains very serious.
Oh, left-handed.
Survival will be difficult without professional medical care. The patient's survivability. Once found, immediately inform. What? Don't give up. Stay positive. All beings are under the watchful eye of the divine, so don't ever give up. The rest of the diamonds have been rendered unreadable by weathering.
What?
It's probably fine. Keep a balanced diet, rest regularly, and maintain a good mood. Monday, mint bean soup. Tachin lunch. Curry shrimp. Pan puri.
Pani puri?
Pani puri dinner? Tuesday, salad, okay.
Bean cake! Oh, yeah.
The remaining sections are blank. What is that, a passcode or something?
Dude, I love bean cake.
Bean cakey. Oh, wait. This is the same note.
Okay, I thought you were reading the shroom for a second. I'm like, what the freak? I was like, how are you doing this? Oh, right! We haven't found any more talking shrooms. Where the freak are they supposed to be?
Maybe we have to do more of the, quest. In case of emergency, contact the physician on duty. Monday, Ibrahim. Tuesday, Wednesday,
Almaudi.
The remaining sections are blank.
So, there's literally people here only Monday through Wednesday? Dang.
Old vase.
It's a really short
Seems
work
to be a
week.
darkened remains of stems inside the vase. It was probably used to hold flowers. The words for Oven are at the bottom of the bottle. It seems to be a gift to someone named Oven. Oh,
Cutscene?
Look, there's someone over there.
we need to be careful.
It's a
Good
ghost.
idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Okay. Hi?
Wait,
What?
you're...
Yeah?
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
Who's him?
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the Academia.
Oh, I guess was.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No, and that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life.
So how did he become like this?
What the heck
Leaving
happened?
that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late.
Uh-oh.
Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him.
Blood.
Oh, flip.
Oil. What
There
is
are
it?
drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
Oh, flip.
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
The
that.
symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Oh!
Why do you say that?
Oh, is he a mad scholar now?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos.
Wait, who's a mad scholar now?
Maybe this guy. Maybe Razak. Could he be a new one?
Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Wait, what? Oh! Yeah, okay, this thing.
The Emerald guy who went mad.
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
Correct. The Academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the Academia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the Village Keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru Village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru Village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the Academia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the Academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto the Scarlet King's followers.
Wait. So, the Academia made the rumors up.
Yep.
To cause the desert people to freak out and gather all the people. It was all for that?
Sounds like it.
The Academia were the guys who threw them out.
Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since the Scarlet King's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises. Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of the Scarlet King and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that.
So,
dumb.
they're trying to make, what, civil war, basically?
Sounds like it.
Great.
The notion of an Academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the Academia that brought the scholars to our village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons.
Okay, the traveler's is saying I see, but I don't. Do you get it?
Okay, so they were scholars,
Right.
and then they became lunatics,
Cool.
then exiles,
Got it.
then they went missing.
Right. What
High
does...
profile to low profile. So before they
Oh.
were like well-known people,
Then they were ruined.
then they're like, oh, then they're lunatics,
So-
and then you exile them.
so that
and then when
ruins-
they're just exiled crazy people, and then when they go missing, and then it's just a missing person.
No one cares.
No one cares.
Okay.
An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Ugh.
That's too realistic.
That's... Oh my
Resource?
gosh.
For what exactly?
You do not want to know that.
A lot of different things, potentially.
In-game, sacrifices.
Yes.
Real life, a lot of things you don't want to know.
Yeah, a
One
lot of
possibility is that the
imagination.
information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Wait, what?
Extracted? You mean Canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
Where did you think it came from?
Wait, I
You
knew
think
it.
people just slapped a book into that?
Okay, I knew it was coming from brains, but do they have to die for it to be canned?
Eh.
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night when no one is watching them.
Lovely.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Paimon doesn't want to think about this.
I'm with you,
How
Paimon.
did you learn of this technology?
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Oh boy.
But Paimon's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
No, that can't be right. Most of the mad scholars had to make contact with the divine consciousness in the forest. That's what the Academia is after. It's also safe to assume that this knowledge has something to do with the Fatui, the Doctor and the Balladeer. They were using the divine knowledge capsule to turn the Balladeer into a god.
The look on your face tells me
But-
you've realized the answer.
So, is it because he's trying to become, like, the god of wisdom? So they're trying to what, like, just...
I don't think the god of wisdom, because he said, or at least in the...
Because that's Nahida.
Because in the live stream it said his eternity, so it sounds like he's trying to become the new god of eternity.
So,
The
the
new
Electro Archon.
Or maybe just a new god in general.
Interesting.
He just has that whole eternity bit driven into himself.
I don't know. Freaking.
The Academy needs people who have been exposed to divine consciousness.
That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge, but what is their ultimate goal?
How do you not know?
I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
Sure it is.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
I don't know
All
about
scholars
that.
seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry.
How about we hold on to that divine knowledge capsule?
Yeah, give it here.
Extracting
I know.
information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the Academia may as well shut its doors.
Okay.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The Academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
How the
Did
Wait.
you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
Your motives are more specific and personal.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
I can only assume that Al-Haytham will be like a key character in the story going forward with Sumeru after we deal with the Balladeer, right?
Probably.
Okay.
Though he rejects the notion of greater moral responsibility, he justifies his actions because they are true to his personal motivations. Someone like him might actually make for a better ally.
Wait, Traveler,
I
what?
wanted to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the Academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
Yep.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out.
It can be refreshing, especially if you run a bunch of sticks in the mud.
Yeah.
Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
Oof. So what do we do with him?
He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
How the freak are we gonna move this guy? Like, actually.
In our pocket. Like this.
Desert Ferret!
Oh, the key. I was
Oh.
wondering where we would find that.
We got the key.
Got the key.
We can insert it into the lock.
Got the key.
Dusty tableware?
The name inscribed into the bowl is Hakim.
Hakim, okay.
If there weren't crooked carvings of Abbas, and sugar jam on them, it'd be a bit difficult to imagine that this dirty clay jar was ever used to store sugar. Name inscribed in the bowl is
Oven.
Oven. I don't know, man.
Out of that conversation, I have a new favorite combination of words.
And that is
Sugar jam.
sugar jam. Oh, this is a side quest.
Wait, what?
Paimon wonders what sort of treasures we'll find here.
Oh my goodness.
Medical records, financial statements. You shut the door in disappointment.
Wait, what? Paimon thought there would be some special treasure inside. Even the wooden barrels and crates we find on our adventures are better than this. At least those had cabbage or fowl inside.
Yeah.
What's this? It looks like it fell out from over there. Let Paimon see. Maybe it'll lead us to treasure. Flap! Patient name, Abbas, gender, male, occupation, farmer. Basic status is at admission. Scabby skin, at limb extremities. Multiple ulcers on the back, chest, and other bodily surfaces. Weakness of limbs and poor mobility observed. Mental faculties are coherent, though there are clear signs of fatigue, poor sleep quality, and poor appetite. Doctor in charge, Almaudi. Week 1 of hospitalization, then week 3 and week 9. Do you want me to read all this? Or so this is him dealing with Eleazar.
Okay.
From
Week
what I can
1
tell.
of hospitalization. New
Skims?
new scabs at limb extremities and enlarged ulcers. The left arm seems unusable and is in pain. Mental faculties are coherent, though there are clear signs of fatigue, poor sleep, and poor appetite. Doctor in charge, Amand. Week 3 of hospitalization. Scabs are scale-like and have spread across the surface of the body. There is necrosis and multiple ulcers. The patient has fallen into a coma. Doctor in charge, Amandi. Amand?
Amaudi? I don't know.
Week 9. The necrosis of the ulcers has been effectively kept under control, and no new scabs have appeared on the surface of the body. The patient is in a comatose state. The doctor in charge...
Secret.
Week 15 of hospitalization. The wound from the replacement treatment has not healed, even after a long time. No new scabs have appeared on the surface of the body. There is a weakness in the limbs, and the patient cannot grasp items on their own. The patient is also experiencing fever and vomiting. Mental faculties are coherent, though fatigued. Poor sleep and unable to eat. Doctor in charge. Week 21 of hospitalization. We've started to manage to keep the scabs on his body's surface under control. A new limb function has been restored. The patient is experiencing chronic coughing and is prone to fainting. Mental faculties are coherent and in a good state. Sleep quality and appetite are decent. Oh.
So he's getting better, yet he's coughing and prone to fainting.
Well, I mean, better than constantly having a fever, vomiting, unable to eat, and having terrible sleep.
True.
So, improvements.
Week 21. Holy crap. That's nearly half a year. Ah! Eleazar is so scary. What does the other document say? Oh, there's another one.
God's voice guided me. Resonate quake phenomenon present in internal topograph structure of the dunes. Oh wait, this is actually different.
Okay, so wait. After 20 weeks of treatment, Specimen 4's new skin and new left arm have recovered well.
What?
No changes in appetite or sleep. Mental state fluctuates beyond the normal range. There have been multiple attempts to leave the care area. God's voice guided me is cited as motivation, and the specimen is believed to have delusional tendencies. Additionally, the God's voice described in the confession is possibly related to the resonant quake phenomenon present in the internal topographic structure of the dunes. This should be investigated to rule out ungovernable input interference, increased supervision. Treatment protocol. The second phase of the trial is beginning to see results. The next phase of objective specimen 4's organs. Following extensive examination, sample 3 is the best material for the third phase of the trial. Before the implementation of is required. Continuous vomiting and skin is a normal occurrence. Must be prepared beforehand for specimen 4 to maintain the circulation of after completion of the basic operation. Observe the subject for 1 week. If normal physiological activity is observed in the organs, the rate of deterioration of surface scabs is reduced and limb function is restored. The next phase of the trial can commence. Physician's notes. All specimens have one thing in common. Body elemental? Okay. Body elemental quantities were at abnormally high levels and were positively correlated with the severity of the disease. And the experiment, body elemental quantities were reduced, and sample self-reported a reduction in symptoms, and it is reasonable to hypothesize that there is a causal relationship between elemental quantities and Eleazar. More controlled trials should be conducted to exclude redundant variables. Note, the enriched process of elemental quantities in humans may be dynamically sustained. After the completion of early experiments, within a short period of time, specimen 1's physical indicators trended to the norm. In later stages, due to not being complete, the quantity of elements in the sample bodies rebounded and the symptoms increased, leading to specimen 1 could not be recycled for... Oh, they died. Could not be recycled for materials. Information obtained. Preparations must be made for long-term trials. Cannot be stopped before the specimen's symptoms have stabilized. Due to the nature of the trial, there must be a method to stabilize the sample's moods. Removal of them may be attempted. Following the new method, the material's rejection rate has been significantly reduced. Specimen 2 and 3 developed mental instability due to associative connections to fundamental inner qualities of and tended to attribute the disease to unverifiable divine punishment, consequently considered it blasphemy to accept as treatment. It is a very interesting thought. Exploring neurostimulation and the resulting cognitive shifts should be a future research topic. Due to the above uncontrollable variables, they halted at stage 2. A shame. However, the materials provided by these 2 samples were the best quality materials so far. It is reasonable to believe that the perfect performance of Specimen 4 is related to the material quality provided by these two samples. Ultimately, once the 3-stage experiment was completed, Specimen 4's symptoms disappeared completely, proving that it is possible to use miHoYo to control the elemental content of a person's body without relying on elemental power. There is potential for weaponization. Let's not do that. This has got to be the doctor, right?
Something like that.
Discussions of research on miHoYo have been increased in the future. Great. Humans have unlimited potential. It may be foolish for me as a researcher to write this, but with enough input, I might be able to reach the level of a god, or so people might call it. It has to be the doctor.
Or something like that.
Or someone like him.
So the new part and the new arm were from those other two people. Ouch.
That's creepy.
Well, he lived.
Awesome.
Probably dead now, but he lived.
Sweet. Paimon didn't understand a thing.
Ignorance might be bliss here, to be honest.
You understood it? Paimon only got the bit that goes, God's voices guide me. Does that mean there will be unique voices guiding us here?
Could be an underground water flow, creature activity.
Wait, what? Yeah, who knows? There might be some underground ruins. Let's listen for any sounds and take a closer look when we hear something. What? Before my time.
Before my time. Before I'll have you know. People don't want to mention his name, nor do they want to remember his words or deeds.
Could this be the doctor, the older version of him? Maybe he worked here before he became like a Fatui Harbinger. Maybe?
I don't know.
Or the Scarlet King. Could be that?
Probably not the
Scarlet King. But I just wanted to throw that out there just in case it was.
Single challenge, interrupt the energy flow of the Drake by attacking a core on its head. Defeat the Drake. That has increased resistance to at least 2 different elements.
Oh, hence resistance is futile. Okay. That's a funny play on words.
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny. I will admit.